wanted to talk to you about your work here in New Zealand. Are we getting more great whites here in New Zealand waters? Anecdotally, it seems so, but what do you know about it?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, we're one of a handful of epicenters for great whites on Earth. You know, Jimmy was in one of them in Mexico. New Zealand is probably the biggest, the healthiest in the world at the moment, to be frank. But research on great whites is a decade old. We haven't done new research in a long time. And when we have hotspots like Tauranga Harbour popping up with, no explanation or no understanding as to why, and we overlap that with people, we obviously want to learn a bit more. So it's hard to give an answer. Are there more great whites? Logically, they've been protected for a number of decades now, and so they should be. They should be increasing. And with that comes rehabilitation, and that may be why Tauranga Harbour is all of a sudden getting great whites back. They were likely there before. But, humans were shortly entertained. We forget these things historically, but these animals have been around for, 450 million years. So mamas come back to nest, perhaps. It's important we figure out why, what they're doing there and how that overlaps with us, because ultimately it's their ocean.
Yeah, well, you've been working on understanding our local shark population, and you've just got a permit to do some more work in that area. What do you want to find out? What are you going to do?
Yeah, look, it's been about a year and a half now. I've been on the news for sharks and most importantly, the great whites in northeast New Zealand. And what do we know about them? Without a research permit, I was unable to provide answers to that. I got a research permit from DOC now, which is amazing. Now is the real hard work, which is funding satellite and acoustic tags to put on those sharks, to track where they go, what they're doing, and why. And of most importance, how that overlaps with where we recreate, because right now everyone's cold and tucked up and going skiing. But November, December, we will venture into their water, and that is the peak time for shark presence also, because they too like the warm water. So it's important to understand how we overlap with them, because at the end of the day, nature is a wild place and we choose to go recreate in it.
Well, I can't wait to see how that work goes and what you find out. It's important work, and thanks so much for joining us here on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And for those wanting to see Shark Week in New Zealand, we will get it in December, just in time for us to all go swimming.